guys, and welcome to another Whitney's Wonders. So today we're going to do another 90s collection video that I got for you guys. So I got another cool 4 items that I want to showcase today for you guys, and I'm going to switch up a little bit because one of the items is a book. So I actually want to read one of the stories out of the book because I might do those kinds of videos in the future as well. For all you hard-working mamas out there who don't want to read your child a story at night, if you don't have time, I can read one, put me on their tablet, I'll put them to sleep for you. So, in light of that, I'm going to start with the books as the first section of this 90s video, and I'll read a little chapter out of one of the books because these ones actually were quite funny growing up. I enjoyed them. You might remember them. So this one was the Stinky Cheese Man, another fairly stupid tales. So using those characters in parody tales of the story. And the true story of the 3 little pigs. Now I actually used to love this one because it tells the story from the version of the wolf and the wolf playing victim and how his pretty much story went and the pigs were the villains. So it's actually, and it looks like newspaper articles, how they do it. It's really cool, actually. I enjoy this one. I'm not going to read from this one because it's the whole book, and I might in the future do this for the kids. So I'm going to read the other one first, one of the stories from the Stinky Cheese Man. So let's get to the table of contents and see which one I want to read. So we've got Chicken Licken, The Princess and the Bowling Ball, The Really Ugly Duckling, The Other Frog Prince, Little Red Running Shorts, Jack's Bean Problem, The Tortoise and the Hare, The Stinky Cheese Man itself. Why don't we do The Princess and the Bowling Ball as a shout out to my husband who used to be able to bowl, but can't anymore since the bowling alley closed down. Now let's see, where's this one? That's Little Jean. It should be number 2 actually. Where did it go? That's The Really Ugly. The Princess and the Bowling Ball. Okay, here we go. So this is what the picture looks like here, if you can see that okay. So I'm guessing it's a spoof on The Princess and the Pea, if anybody's familiar with that one. So The Princess and the Bowling Ball. Once upon a time, there was a prince, and this prince's dad and mom, the king and queen, somehow got into their royal heads that no princess would be good enough for their boy unless she could feel a pea through 100 mattresses. So that's the story. So it should come as no surprise that the prince had a very hard time finding a princess. Every time he met a nice girl, his mom and dad would pile 100 mattresses on top of a pea and then invite her to sleep over. When the princess came down for breakfast, the queen would ask, "How did you sleep, dear?" The princess would politely say, "Fine, thank you." And the king would show her to the door. Now this went on for 3 years, and of course nobody ever felt the pea under 100 mattresses. Then one day, the prince met the girl of his dreams. He decided he better do something about it. That night, before the princess went to bed, the prince slipped his bowling ball under the 100 mattresses. When the princess came down for breakfast the next morning, the queen asked, "How did you sleep, dear?" "This might sound odd," said the princess, "but I think you need another mattress. I felt like I was sleeping on a lump as big as a bowling ball." The king and queen were satisfied. The prince and princess were married, and everyone lived happily, though maybe not completely honestly, ever after. The end. So that was the spoof on The Princess and the Pea. He got his wish, the prince did, by marrying the princess because he tricked the system. Apparently, it works. So I might read a couple more of those. I got some story time ones I want to do too as videos in the future. So keep an eye out for those maybe. Maybe you might enjoy it. Maybe, take some time out of your day while you're washing dishes, throw it on for the kids to hear a book to read. I got some ones that I'll do for that as well. So the next item that I'm going to show you is the Tonka Truck. You see my eyes through there. Creepy. So this is one of the original ones that my brother had, and I actually enjoyed playing. I think we had a couple of different ones of these materials, but I think there was one where you could do like a digger too, but this one is the big Tonka. It's very heavy, actually. Very heavy. Look, it's knocking my camera over while I'm doing that. Okay. It's a little dirty too. I should clean that up. It's dirty. Okay, so the next item, and this is more, I don't know if you'd call this like a board game, but it's a kid's game that I had that you might remember from Milton Bradley, big company. It was called BedBugs. Nobody wants BedBugs in today's world, that's for sure. I don't. So that's just the empty box. I actually took the game out so you can see how it would look, how it's played. So this is kind of what it looks like. And it's got 2 C batteries that I put in under this guy. So what happens is you turn it on, and then, so those things go everywhere. And the point of the game is you got 4 players and you each have these things, right? So as it's going and they're all going everywhere, I have to pick out my color of bed bug while they're all running around. It's actually very difficult to do. So I got one. So yeah, the point of the bed bugs was to grab all your little bed bugs out of there of your color. There's probably more to the rules. I'd have to read it if we actually played. This might be one that I get people to play with me in the future, because every time somebody comes over, if we have a board game night, I like to try out a new one. Last game we just played was the Game of Life. Went through the full cycle of that. I love that game too. But yeah, so I've got a lot of these little board games that I might set up to show you what they look like as well, because I've got lots of these. But this one was Milton Bradley's BedBugs. And the last thing I'm going to show you, of course, I didn't forget about Fisher-Price, because I always have something Fisher-Price. I'm going to run out soon though, but I have a lot of Fisher-Price. And as I always say, Kyle never says anything as he sees them coming through the front door. That's allowed. Okay, so we'll start with the little grocery cart. So what I have for you here is the Fisher-Price cash register. Yee-hee. This was one of my favorites, and this was another one that, you know, you lose things along the way or it stops working. This one does actually work, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up and take out my C batteries. Comes with money too, fake money. So does the other cash register I have. It's got this little thing so you can use it to weigh things, and then there's a little card that acts as like, you know, this is how much oranges are $2, grapes are $1.89. I'm sure that was way better prices. Oh, and it's got the little, you know, microphone here, you know, come to the front, blah, blah, blah. So let me put these batteries in. Now, there's nothing holding these ones in for right now, so that's the bottom part, but I'll try my best to hold them while I'm doing this so you can see it on the video. So, you know, this would beep and go red, right, as the items are scanned. This moves the conveyor belt, so things would come down. Oh yeah, technology in the 90s, kids. This is what you got. But yeah, so that would go down like that. Scan your items. You could, you know, final sale here. That goes up as you push these buttons. So let me try and two-hand that. See, like, typing in things and your receipt comes out. And then you'll go, thank you for shopping, and weigh it. So yeah, that was the Fisher Price cash register. And very cool how it goes down the conveyor. And you know, these would be the items that would go down the conveyor belt. Obviously, I've got chocolate milk, Campbell's tomato soup, nice soup and grilled cheese, Progresso soup, something in beans, family size squeezable ketchup, 1 banana, and that looks like just a stick of butter. So yeah, and then you got, you know, the little grocery bin here that you put them in and do your groceries. So I can't wait for Isla to get a little older too and come over and visit, because I've got a lot of fun stuff for her to play with in my old basement here. Alrighty, so that was another episode of Whitney's Wonders 90s collection. Hope you enjoyed it, and like I said earlier, I'm going to do some reading time stories, so there might be some stories coming up that are a little longer that take up a whole video. I'll just have to decide what books I actually read. I could do, you know, toddler books to a little more grown books. We'll see, but I will take it one video at a time, folks. Alright, so thanks for watching. Like I said, like, subscribe. Hope you're enjoying the videos, and there'll be more coming to you. Mwah!